Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Thoughts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's not unusual to watch the Thoughts and Crap Show. The Thoughts and Crap Show. Brah. Brah. Need some water there, but Remember to stay hydrated. Cave of Wonders? The desert is very dry. Now get in my mouth. There is moisture in there. Okay. Bring me the lamp. It's filled with the moisture. It's nice and moist. Oh my goodness. Curly. I got jump money for the band. Anyway. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Yeah, so today we're trying out something a little bit different. In case you guys are wondering. What the hell is going on with that intro? Valid question. Anyway, it's your host Danjo here once again with Dark Souls Remastered. This is part 17, I think. Yeah, it's part 17. I believe so. I have my notes right here. Right about here. Yeah, so I'm doing a little bit something different on the audio side of things, which I've been kind of refining lately, trying out a couple different things every so often. I don't usually really talk about them because I kind of have wait, which way goes down? Is it clockwise or counter? Or I want to go up, which I believe is counterclockwise. I mean, it's kind of like a screw, right? Righty-tighty would be down. Lefty-loosey would be up. No. Actually, it's the opposite. Huh. Which I guess if it was an upside down screw, that would make sense. Anyway, like I said, trying out some new audio stuff, kind of trying out a different order and a couple different settings for my filters. Including most notably my limiter, which coward. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here for a second. Just give me a sec. Ow. Line them up. That a cat won't let me down. Alright, so I believe... Actually, if I remember correctly, this is the right way to go. Which, that's a big if, but you know. Yep. Okay. So hopefully it, whoa, hello. What? Dude, I wasn't even... I just hit my R1 and then he hit me with the backstab. I in no way had my back to him. Like, I went like that and then immediately... The fuck? You're not real, are you? I'm always wary of the treasure chests that are like... just kind of, I guess randomly placed would be a way to put it, but this one appears to be real. It's not moving. Like, not, squared with, like, walls or anything. Really? Just a divine blessing, huh? Alright. I mean, not to shit on divine blessings, like, you know. 'Tis what it is, right? That being a recovery item. But yeah, painting guardians, man, they can suck it, let me tell you. Suck it to me. But yeah, so I was trying to get more of a normalized sound, kind of, from like a way to deal with more of a normalized baseline on the audio and also kind of mitigate like noise and clipping and that sort of thing. So from what I can tell, this is kind of like the best settings I can use at this point in time if things actually do taper off like correctly, which I mean would ideally would be really good if I could utilize 32-bit float audio. Unfortunately, I can't do that with my mixer that I use. It doesn't support 32-bit, it only supports 16-bit, which, you know, hopefully, like, next audio interface or, you know, mixer or whatever I end up using will support that, but like right now, these motherfuckers, very similar to Dark Souls 3 Anorlundo, with the knights kind of guarding stairs. $259, that's actually not bad. On these guys? Oh my goodness, I hate that so much. the only 4-directional roll just really sucks for getting around enemies. It's like you have to go... There we go. Oh my goodness. Even if it just partially touches the shield, it's like, no damage. Ow. You know what? Worth it. The fact that, like, the ground just, like, shakes when they do their thing. Kinda hilarious. That didn't even hit his shield. That hit him in the leg. Come on, really? I fucking hate these guys so much. Awesome. It's like you have to... There we go. That counted, apparently. There's a few mechanics in this game where I'm just like, that is really dumb. Like, why does it work like that? Yeah. Oh, brr. I don't remember how to get that item up there. That's totally fine. Oh, we can't go straight to the left. Ah, shit. Well, that almost worked. Looks like the only way to get through is with an R1. There. Ah, come on. Motherfucker. No. Oh, come on, really? Fucking range is stupid. Right, I can't open the main door. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now. You have to go through the right and then kind of jump, I think. It's a little bit different. And why is visibility so shit? Oh wow, look who forgot how to fly. Oh, jeez. No, come on. I fucking hate these guys so much. It's just a little bit... Oh my god, it's too slow. Like, they can dodge pretty much all my shit, and it's just like too much startup. So whatever, I'm gonna have to go with a different weapon. Can't get the time. Oh my goodness. Go for center mass, what the hell? Part of the reason why... Oh my goodness. How'd you get your spear back? What, you just had another one in your pocket? I saw you throw that. Yeah, great soul arrow spam actually works pretty well. Oh, I'm completely out of Estus. Great. I guess I'm gonna go back to using longsword for now, because since they're wielding lightning, I don't think lightning's gonna work very good. Probably not. Probably not. That's the only other weapon I have that's like any good right now. Aside from, you know, of course, soul arrows. It is possible to just knock this guy off I believe, before... Yeah, it gets close enough. And then they just, you know, forget how to fly and then fall to their deaths. It's pretty cool. Oh, I can go down this way? I don't want to go down, though, do I? Maybe. Also, I don't usually do this, but... I'm gonna turn up the backlight a little bit. Why do I have... Oh, I forgot. I turned that back to normal? Sorry, I'm just going through, like, TV settings. So I can actually, like, see what I'm doing here. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go down there. But is this an illusory wall down here? Or what is this? No. What, just a dead end? This isn't even like... I think this is the main way to go, but if I remember correctly, there's also a thing over... This door never opens, does it? Nope. Same exact door in Dark Souls 3 too, where I mean, they reference that door type in Dark Souls 2 as well. I believe it's down here, and then you go... No? I really thought I remember there being something here. Well, did I just screw myself? Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, alright, we're fine. I'm probably thinking of the other side. Like the wing, the other wing on the... Do we have, like, directions? Like, the sun is over there. Is that a place we actually go to later? Trying to remember if that's actually, like, destination. I can't recall. It seems like this is what? Later in the day? Like, kind of a sunset kind of thing going on? I mean, this is like completely arbitrary speculation. It doesn't matter, really, but... So if the sun is setting over there behind Anor Londo, that would be west. So I guess you'd have... north. So this would be the north wing, and then that would be the south wing. Yeah, so... Alright, I'm 90% positive we gotta go down here and do this shit. And of course we're also gonna have to deal with those archers with their... and a couple more demons. There's one of them... I don't think the archers can hit me from here, though. You guys aggroed already? I mean, I don't have any healing, so I don't really know how to do this. Aside from... You know what, maybe I should just, like, avoid them. Because, like, I can block a lot of damage with this Zweihander. So, like, if I just, like, go through here and block... Which, that didn't work, obviously. Okay, I can block a good amount of that. I just try to get to the next point. I believe I might be able to get... Oh, crap. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. Okay, so there's an item down there, but aside from that, not really worth the risk, I guess. It's kind of my assumption slash assessment. But, yeah, let's go find out. $15 on weight. Wow. Okay, I'm just curious, like, if we go... Like, iron is twice as heavy. Wow. Okay, because if we can have some poise... Because I was talking about this on a previous 31. 31 poise. Wow. Okay. It's nuts. Wait, the leggings and the gauntlets weigh the same? How is that even possible? There's so much more material on the leggings. Whatever. Now, is this gonna be, like, way too heavy? Yeah, we are gonna be fat rolling. However... 43 out of 63, okay. Okay, so basically... Oops. Okay, still fat rolling. But again, if we're not focusing on dodging, and we're focusing on defense... Like, yeah, we're gonna be slower. But not by a lot. For how... I mean, basically in Dark Souls, it's always been a big no-no, like, avoid fat rolling. At all costs, basically. Which, I mean, typically I would say yeah. But for sections like this, where basically you're just running from everything, I would say screw it. Like, as long as they don't catch up, which, you know, as of right now, like, that didn't even stagger me. Like, we're good. These guys... Yeah. Like, he's already given up. And he forgot how to fly. Fuck, and you dropped an item that I can't pick up. Yeah, some enemies, just because the pathfinding is garbage, they're not gonna... Shit. They're not gonna be able to do anything. Like I said, Havel, not an idiot. He had a solid plan. What the fuck? Motherfucker. Heat-seeking sons of bitches. Dude. It's kind of always been a thing in Dark Souls, like, and Demon Souls, I believe. But as long as enemies are locked onto you, basically, their projectiles are going to act like a soul arrow, where they have homing capabilities, basically. Which makes 0 sense for arrows. Oh shit, hold on. Especially for things like great arrows, like, dude, they have kind of always been a little bit OP because of how stagger works, and like stagger, great arrows can just like stagger all kinds of enemies that you wouldn't imagine would be susceptible to stagger. Which is kinda like Great Heavy Soul Arrow in a way. Like, that'd be the magic equivalent of it. But, like, even heavy enemies, oftentimes, like a Great Arrow with, like, can, like, knock an enemy on its ass. Which, like, oh my goodness, really? I got stuck inside a shield. Still, with this much poise... Oh, damn. I mean, one of them's probably either going to give up or... Yep, fall off the ledge, because they can't actually follow down here. Apparently he's figured out the balance. Alright. Why did that take... Oh, it's because I'm turning around and blocking. Okay. So I was like, why did that take me so much longer? Do that, okay. Thankfully got cover here. Now, I think we'll be safe if I go to the right one first. Oh no, he can still hit me. Now he can't hit me. There we go. Why can I not? Oh, can you not drink Estus if you don't have stamina? I'm just gonna go over here just because, like, this guy can suck it. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Oh, those guys also have really good drops. But yeah. I had a feeling that was gonna be something good. Like, the fact that these they make it so hard to walk on these. Like, it's not a flat surface, and obviously it's not a hard flat surface anyway, but like the fact that they made that a point. And so many of the other physics in this game are just like not, you know, not realistic to their, I wouldn't even say realistic, but believable in regards to their visual representation, which is another one of those things that do I have time for a hot take? Yeah, I guess like a quick one. Kind of bothers me about some people when they take narrative stuff in From Software games, like really literally, because like it's not a game where, because here's the thing, Souls games being hard, whatever, here's the Dark Souls is not a game that's honest with its players. Like, FromSoft is, like, it's part of the reason it's difficult, you know? It's not because the games are actually hard. It's because they're purposefully deceptive, which is fine, you know? That's, like, part of the fun, you know? Because, like, the game purposefully leads you into, it's like a mimic, you know, which Dark Souls did not create the mimic. Like the whole idea of a mimic has been around for a really long time. I think, and I remember looking it up at some point and be like, okay, where did this legend come from? Because it's in Dragon Quest, it's in Final Fantasy, it's, I think it was even in Ultima. Like, again, it's probably one of those things that originated in Dungeons and Dragons, like a lot of other things, and at that point, like Gary Gygax was like very smart about that, where they didn't actually directly copy anything. They were taking inspiration from a lot of different things, and then it wasn't really clear. 3 sunlight medals? Wow. What the origin was, unless you were like into fantasy back in 1975, you know, and was familiar with like all these different cultures around the world and stuff. Because a lot of it comes from old legends and blah 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 and a bunch of other shit. But for a lot of these things we see in high fantasy, which, you know, like, oh fuck, that's not good. Fuck. Oh, I'm not dead. What the hell? I mean, I'm not complaining, but... Right. And yeah, some of it comes from Lord of the Rings, too. Like, friggin' Tolkien was instrumental in a lot of, like, high fantasy stuff. But he wasn't the originator either. Like, he was going off of other legends and stuff, and again, taking inspiration from things and like putting personal twist on a couple things. Oh, this is the room, I think. You know, the titular movie. Ba-bam. Which I don't remember what the deal is here. This is either... like it's extra dark down here, and you could kind of hear some like heavy breathing, but then now you can't hear heavy breathing. So I can't remember if there's like an invisible enemy down here, or... Is there only one vase? Vase? I know there's at least one mimic down here, and I don't remember which one it is. A single vase. Okay. I don't know if the light source is just like... Yeah, that's a mimic, alright. Not hanging out and playing nice with the other chests, huh? Which are probably normal. Yeah, I believe so. Or is this like the cipher? To be like, by the way, mimic chests look a little bit different, in case you haven't noticed by now. I've seen like multiple chests next to each other that are real, and then one that is not real. Kind of spot the difference kind of thing, which like they're a little bit darker, I guess. But if you don't have real chests to compare them to, I guess like it's, you know, speaking of poise, oh my goodness. Freaking hell set. I mean, we are going to be way too heavy if I... Just all of Havel's equipment, really? Including the hammer? That's a hell of a find. I'm down to one Lloyd's Talisman. I need to get more of these. Cult Club. Alright. But why is it in Anor Londo? Right. Okay. So you have to go upstairs first, I guess? Seems that way. Alright. Well, Solair's here and we're pretty much out of time. Yeah, anyway, that whole thing about FromSoft games, like, kind of purposefully being deceptive and stuff like that, like, why can I not talk to you, Solair? Oh, he was there for a second. Oh my god. Why? Why is this being so finicky? There we go, jeez. He's like, I'm sorry. You have to be exactly 4.8 feet away from me. That's 1.73 meters. No, that's... Is that right? No. There's no way I just pulled that conversion out of my head, right? I don't even know what the conversion is offhand. I mean, a meter is roughly a yard, which is roughly 3 feet, but feet to meters, I don't know the mathematical conversion off the top of my head, okay? So I do know it was kind of close, but wait, I know 1.7? No. because 0.7 would be at least 1.5 feet. It'd be like almost 5 feet. So maybe, I don't know, it was close. Not down to the inch, but down to like a couple of centimeters. But it wasn't the furthest off. Yeah, it was pretty close. Anyway, yeah, like the pendant at the beginning of Dark Souls doesn't actually do anything. Like back to the Armored Core games, a lot of times like clients like trying to send you to your death by, you know, being purposefully misleading about the mission descriptions. You know, I guess I don't want to drop too many spoilers for this game specifically in case you guys are unfamiliar. Previous Dark Souls series. Okay, so in Dark Souls 2, with Aldia and that whole thing, as well as, you know, patches, just in general, in Dark Souls 3. I mean, there's more examples in 2 as well. I mean, the fake Nashandra, Vendrick, with his whole, like, the memory thing, the Ashen Heart, the ancient dragon, like, not actually being your enemy. The giants also not necessarily being enemies, but just, you know, displaced people because of Vendrick and his lust for power, and not even his lust for power because it was Nashandra's, and, you know, he was just trying to be a good king and husband and all that shit. But, you know, yeah, Dark Souls 3 with, let's see, examples of things that were purposefully misleading. Oh, the basin thing, the dancer getting locked inside. Oh, the giant at the tower. It's not necessarily your enemy. You just have to find your way up there and talk to him, literally. Oh, in Bloodborne with the whole insight mechanic. Literally madness being part of the thing, which is kind of an interesting twist because, like, it's not necessarily. It was kind of the only game where they twisted the story to where it's not the game being misleading to you, it's misleading because the player is slowly losing their grip on reality, kind of a thing. But, you know, gaining whatever. The whole insight thing, narratively fantastic. Let's see. I didn't want to drop spoilers for Sekiro because I haven't really done that on the channel recently, so there's some people, and there's a lot of people that have still been sleeping on that game. Don't, it's fantastic. Yeah, Dark Souls 3, let's see, other mechanics where it's, I guess, a lot of the same stuff. 3 rehashes a lot of core concepts and ideas from Dark Souls 1 and 2 and Bloodborne. And Demon Souls, obviously, as well. There's more examples in this game, but I don't want to spoil them because they haven't happened yet. But anyway, it goes on and on and on. Oh, yeah, and my hatred for Crest in Armored Core because they frequently are the ones that are, you know, basically trying to send you to your death several times because they're bitter that Mirage is more popular as a brand and a company, and quite a few other things, and so they've been, you know, the whole Ninebreaker thing. They're trying to create like a super fighter, just a bunch of other shit, and Crest actively killing off their own employees when they try to unionize. You know, it's not great, but anyways, so yeah, when a Souls game or even just a FromSoft game like tells you something, like, hey, this is what's happening, and here's the story, and here's a little story, but anyway, and here's what this is, and here's what this is, and blah 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 blah. If the game is trying to explain something to you, you should be cautious. You know, if it seems one way and everything like seems good and blah blah, you know, you should probably shouldn't trust it at all. And there's a lot of people that will try to say one way or another, and hey, this is the thing, and here's the da 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 da. But just because there's one story, just because there's one interpretation, there's one thing that the community has decided or whatever, or this is because there's a lot of parroting that happens, like people will have one interpretation, post it somewhere like on, you know, wiki or something, and then, you know, community will decide if, you know, blah blah blah, and usually after enough time and enough consensus, like, that will be quote unquote the answer. And it's not what it is. Like, these are, and I kind of understand, at least I hope I understand, where Miyazaki's coming from when he was saying, like, in regards to the story of Elden Ring, like, he was hoping to get into even more obscure and abstract, like, storytelling in their future titles. And I was like, yeah, because everybody's still taking shit super literally. And that's not what it's about. Like, a lot of these are supposed to be allegorical or metaphorical and open for interpretation, and a lot of that has gone out the wayside, like, because people are just like, no, that's wrong, this is what blah 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 blah, or this is the blah 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 blah, or this is, and it's like, dude, nothing's wrong. People are supposed to, like, this gatekeeping shit, it's stupid. Like, it's really bad. Like, I actively encourage anyone that's playing anything, because that's part of the great part about video games, guys. Like, these are interactive experiences. We shape the stories as we play the games. Like, you are an active participant. It is not a movie or a TV show or a book where the thing is telling you a story. You partake in the process. And so everything is open to interpretation. Like, so next time somebody tells you, like, oh, that's wrong, that's, you know, the community has decided, or the official page says this, or it tells you right there in the game, or any of that, it doesn't matter. Your interpretation is valid because it's yours. Alright? So that's it. That's it. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, because here's the thing. there's both a huge difference and a fine line between hypothesis, theory, and fact. Not hypothesis and fact. That's why we have theories. And that's the pliability, which opens up possibilities for a bunch of different things. And all you need to have a theory is to have a hypothesis and supporting data. And that's it. So next time you have an interpretation of something, and you... Am I just like revealing the secret sauce of game theory? Kind of, in a way, because it's a, it's a literary device that, if you know about writing, it's not hard. It's really not hard. Anyway, if you have, odds are, if you have a hypothesis, something hinted at that hypothesis, and it's not something that you just pulled straight out of the ether. There's probably a reason. There's probably already supporting data by the time you have a hypothesis. All right. So if it's pointing at something else, whatever, but that's all you need is supporting data. So anyway, let's talk to Solaire. That was kind of the whole point, is like, ignore the gatekeeping, and if you have an idea on something, if you noticed something while playing any kind of game and you're like, wow, that just hit me different, maybe make a note of it, maybe bring it up with a friend, maybe pursue it, see what happens. Don't let somebody shoot it down. Just be like, oh hey, I made this discovery, after a while. And sometimes it is better just to keep it to yourself for a bit, because it can be very discouraging. I know what that's like, not having any kind of confidence or self-esteem to actually press forward when you don't have much of anything to go off of. And that can completely destroy your drive to pursue an idea. And it hurts. It's annoying. People do that all the time because they want to sound smart, or they themselves have low self-esteem, so having the right answer makes them feel good. And it's not necessarily the right answer. It's just what is supported as the accepted answer from the community of, and I say the community in the loosest terms, just because it's usually a community. But if you have an idea, I say go for it, see where it goes. Sometimes it can be really blatant, Solaire, obviously, this is the least nuanced Souls character. I say that kind of ironically as a, crap, what is that called? It's another literary term, I can't remember, where it's something that is both meant to be taken at face value and also facetiously, because it's a double entendre that... crap. There's a name for that. Anyway, whatever. Because he is and he isn't. There you go. Because he kind of shows up, tells you his thing. Be like, oh, just like Lord Gwyn, I want to shine like the sun, and blah, blah, blah. And his armor freaking has a bright thing. He's all about the warriors of sunlight, calling me for my aid, cooperation, literally teaching you about co-op and this covenant and what it means and everything. But he does have some nuances to the character, and that's the thing. And I think that's where it gets insightful, is a lot of people seem two-dimensional, and then, but if you try to get to know them, you'll find that there is no simple character. You know, that's not a thing that exists. It can in fiction, but anyway. Which again is a challenge to check your understanding of something, which is not necessarily how it is, it's just your impression. So, anyway, that's my rant about that. On the next one, I guess we'll talk to Solaire. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot to say. We'll just do it now.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Alright, so I think that's all he has to say for now.
You really are, if I... Oh no.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Trying to think if there's anything else at this bonfire. Oh, we can probably level up. Yeah, okay. Just gonna put a point into intelligence, I guess, for now, because there's not really anything else. I mean, maybe attunement, which isn't gonna do anything for the time being. Yeah, just intelligence for now, I guess. Yeah, so we'll just do that. Let's see. Great. Wait, I already got Great Chaos Fireball? What? Didn't I have to give a bunch of, Don't you get that from Quaylog? Or Quaylog's sister? After you give her 30... I thought I didn't have this yet. Did I get one from somewhere else? Huh. I don't really know what the deal is with that. Huh. Interesting. Alright, folks. Well, yeah, that was a bit of a rant. So, turns out I did not have time for that rant. At least without going over on the usual time. But, yeah, thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, I'm going to finish adjusting this here in a minute. Of course, before we get going, a very special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is TFaCS Chikronis, but if you want to be incredibly awesome, support the show a bit more directly, and get in on all those membership benefits like TFaCS Chikronis do, check out the join button down below, or the Farts and Crap Show Buy Me a Coffee. Either one, it's going to be $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on this channel via the members' choice polls. We did already have the one for August. That was to select the Mega Man Legends series. We will definitely have another one in September to select another series. As my current estimation is putting Mega Man Legends to be done around mid-September, more than likely. We'll see. Not really sure yet. I can't remember how long the game is, but I don't think there's going to be more than 30 episodes of it. So, if for some reason it's not done by then, we'll have a different members' choice poll for September to select something probably dealing with the streams or something like that, because yeah, September is going to be stacked. So, but yeah, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, take care, and I wish you all a fantastic day.